welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a reading for sign of Cancer, and keep in mind that this will not resonate for every Cancer. If you'd like a personal reading, it's going to be the first link in the description down below. Repeat that. First link in the description down below for a personal reading. You also find my other things there in the description. You can find my Etsy shop, which has my tarot and my oracle cards on there. A bunch of things there on my Etsy shop in the description down below. You should definitely go check that out. You also find my shirt store, my website, different social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon. All that's in the description down below. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so. I do appreciate donations here. So, Cancer, let's see what Spirit has in store for yourself. Okay. Number 11 with the Sacred Scar. Number 5 with the Queen of the Nagas. Number 38 with Devara Patra. Okay, so let's have a look at these cards here, Cancer. Piece of fuzz. So let's see. A sacred task exists for you to fulfill. It is to be found through the connection to your heart. Be open only to those most authentic teachings which prove helpful to your continued spiritual progress and personal freedom. Cleansing your body, mind, and heart and soul will be a particular benefit at this time. Powerful, subtle energies are helping to ensure your success. Believe that many positive synchronicities and unexpected allies will rally to support you. Mysterious beings, known as the Nagas, are recognized in spiritual traditions across India, Nepal, and Tibet, as well as in other shamanic and cultural traditions. It says Nagas are connected to water and are extremely sensitive to pollutions and poisons of all kinds. They become disturbed when waters are polluted, since our bodies are composed of more water than anything else. When the waters of our planet are disturbed, so too are we. We can make gentle offerings to the waters of our planet and help heal them through our choices. As we do our part to honor and heal the waters, we help ourselves and the Nagas, who in turn assist humans to further heal and evolve spiritually. Certain Nagas, including the Queen, are emanations of enlightened higher beings. The Eastern goddess of compassion, Kuan Yin, is said to assume the form of the benevolent Naga to help beings in need of her protection. Enlightened Nagas beings are very helpful to humans, protecting secret wisdoms and offering powerful teachings to those who are wise and committed enough to use them for the greater good. The Queen helps such practitioners overcome the numerous poisons that abound in our world, find deep emotional healing, and make significant spiritual progress. The Queen brings two messages. First is that as you maintain your integrity and take your emotional healing journey, you are placing yourself within a powerful field of spiritual protection. Continue to tend to your inner healing and ask for spiritual protection each day from the higher beings you love. As you continue with such practices, a palpable field of positive energy accumulates around you. Minimizing negative influences on off days, this field buffers you from your own mind or factors outside of your control, such as the astrological influences or other people's ego-driven actions. If some negativity does enter your world, its severity is minimized, and you will recover from the disturbance more swiftly. You can honor this guidance through the spiritual protection exercise below. The second message of this oracle is that something of great value is at work in your world. Spirit works with tremendous subtlety, even when it is accomplishing a masterful stroke of luminous inspiration and powerful grace. You may not fully be aware of the divine protection being granted or of a negativity that has been averted, yet you are being held in grace nonetheless. If you are struggling with some matter, know that spiritual protection has prevented the situation from escalating and shall ensure that the situation is corrected and resolved. The divine can assume whatever form will benefit the spiritual seeker to ensure their continued progress, felicitating the right things at the right time. There's no need to impose a limit on the limitless resourcefulness and the creativity or the creative generosity of the divine at play in your affairs. All you need to do is invite it and trust. Alright, Cancers. These are following these messages. Doing these things it just said to do here. Alright? Cleansing your body, asking for that protection there, keeping you in a high vibration. Alright, and also we were talking about Kuan Yin here, which came out in your last reading, just to reach out to that there. Alright, but you have good things coming. Here's a healing process you can do. It says, you may like to pour yourself a glass of water, bless it with love from your heart, with gratitude and peaceful thoughts, and then drink it as a sacred libation. You may never consider a glass of water to be ordinary again. You can then say this prayer aloud. May all waters be cleansed, protected, and blessed for the greatest good. I am open to the unconditionally generous compassion and wisdom that protects and guides all true paths. May the positive presence of light be awakened within me. May I be surrounded by divine protection and spiritual grace. May I effortlessly attract all that is needed for my highest good for the spiritual benefit of all beings. You can then bow your head with your hands in prayer, sensing that your own heart has become radiant with spiritual grace and the white light that is shining through you all dimensions for the benefit of all beings. May you also sense other beings of light around you, radiating their love to uplift the vibration in all dimensions. So, the pathway to healing and enlightenment opens for all. When you are ready, ground yourself in the here and now to complete your healing process. You can safely do this practice on a daily basis. Your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They are signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. The sacred scar speaks of that which once caused pain, being transformed into higher knowledge and inner power. Trauma shall be transformed through spiritual initiation, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong, and you shall flourish on all levels. Oh, my battery's going low. Some experiences are hard to weather. Even when our intention is to trust, going through a challenging time is likely to give rise to suffering. Consider the mother eagle raising her precious eaglets in a sanctuary of meticulously padded and fiercely defended nest. They know safety and comfort until one day the mother who provided them unceasing nurturance abruptly pushes them out of the nest into the air. She knows this is how they will learn that they can fly. For the eaglet, there's not yet any such knowledge. Disoriented and disturbed, but eventually an innate instinct overtakes confusion. And those brave little eaglets begin to flap their fledgling wings during the plummet from the nest. They have learned the purpose of the test, tough lesson, and grown. The trauma of disruption became their initiation into power. You don't have to enjoy the process of growth, but you can always trust that it has your best interests at heart. However, do not confuse negative, especially traumatic experiences as something Spirit has inflicted upon you. Spirit would love your growth to happen in the most joyful and peaceful ways possible. As your relationship to Spirit heals and strengthens, this can be the way you grow, more often than not. However, Spirit also knows that sometimes we are to move through intense experiences before we gain access to the light. Those experiences can teach us things only those who have truly suffered and brought their suffering to consciousness and healing can know. The lessons learned included compassion, wisdom, strength, and fearlessness, faith in Spirit and in humanity, and the recognition of the challenges of awakening whilst having trust in the ultimate power of the light. Such a soul becomes one truly divine human being, a powerful healer and light bearer to this world. The Oracle of a Sacred Scar lets you know that your greatest struggles are the pathway to your potential. You are not being punished. Those circumstances have not been imposed upon you by Spirit, but Spirit will work with you to free you of negativities and bring you into the light, stimulating the sacred alchemical wisdom within your heart that knows how to distill goodness, grace, and healing from even most terrible experiences. If you are deep in suffering, know that Spirit is with you, loving, and bringing this oracle You shall heal. Do not give up. Proceed until you are exactly where you want to be. You have the inner spirit to ensure that even a negative experience will cause positive growth in you and in your life. Okay, Cancer, this is telling you that the struggles you have been through, that is so you can grow. That's so you can become a healer here. So that you can transform. And you can help others like yourself. You understand? And it pushes you more towards your growth. It's a healing process. Place your hand at your heart. Take a deep and calming breath in and out. Repeat 3 times. Or read or say the following aloud, if possible. I am a divine soul on a sacred journey. The wounds that are healing are where the light is most active within me. When pain gets my attention, it is divine wisdom within asking me to notice and learn something helpful and compassionate. My scars are signs of wisdom gained. A light can and will assist me in transforming even the most difficult struggles and holy paths of grace. Healing shall manifest completely, generously, and lovingly, according to divine timing for the spiritual benefit of all beings. I am grateful, strong, and blessed. Alright, Cancer. It says, rest, reflect. Are the issues you believe cannot heal? Can you hand them over to Spirit with the belief that they can and will be healed? Repeat the above statement if you feel it would help you anchor confidence and trust in your heart and mind. Ground, replenish, and hydrate yourself. You have completed your healing process, Cancer. So this is giving your issues here to Spirit to help, to release them so that you can move forward, you can grow into more of your potential. All you have to do is reach out and ask. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It's an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from the heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. You're also having a prayer. See, something good's coming your way. Prayer being answered here. Alright? Things becoming clear for you, Cancer. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. The Holy Grail is a sacred chalice. It is a powerful, living, regenerative, and deep healing symbol of hope and blessing. It will interact with each soul in its own way. For your soul, that may involve a recognition that the light is always seeking you, wanting to fill and heal and bless and protect you, to initiate you into awareness of the realms of light, beauty, and divine presence. It may remind your heart to receive that you are capable of being a channel for goodness, grace, abundance, and pure light. It may be recognized as a sign of a future blessing, of something truly desired, finally coming to pass. The Sacred Grail is hope. It is a blessing. It is both a portent of fulfillment and the inner means by which we connect with the loving language of light and truly receive. In Sanskrit, Patra means goblet or vessel. It is not only an object, but can be a teaching or even a sublime teacher or a heavenly being within whom we can dwell. It is that which holds us in a loving way, our soft place to fall. In learning how to receive, we also learn how to be received, how to be fully beheld, which is an expression of unconditional love. When we experience being loved, we learn how to love in such a way too. We become a true receiver, nurturer, and protector of the heart. The sacred chalice reminds us of our potential to hold, but also our generosity of the universe. In providing for us, we can too be held and receive all we need. Dura is Sanskrit for a pathway, an opening or portal, a doorway, or even means or method. The oracle, that was Dura, that was Devara. The oracle of Devara Patra indicates the way opening for your deepest fulfillment is via the receptive and faculty of the sacred feminine. Look at this. This is an opening here. Alright? The confusion's being cleared here. You're going through the portal here. Alright? Leaving that hurt there behind for the divine to really heal and cleanse, going through the portal, going towards what your heart, what you've been praying for. Alright? The feminine way is organic, creative, responsive, spontaneous, and effective. It is not constrained by our human perceptions of what is or what is not possible. To honor and empower the sacred feminine genius in our lives requires a considerable shift away from mainstream conditioning into spiritual surrender. Allowing her method, rather than blocking her loving creativity in our lives, entails the movement from head to heart. This means you will not necessarily understand how a situation will work out yet. You will feel inner guidance to proceed in a particular way. Your inner guidance will often seem disregard the otherwise convincing realities of our outer world. That inner wisdom has allegiance to a deeper truth than appearances can convey. You may wonder at times if you are crazy to follow an internal guidance system so at odds with the way the majority of people move about in this world, yet you know, in the depths of your being, that your inner guidance is true and wise. As you invert your priorities from ego to soul, you invert your locus of orientation from head to heart, from outer to inner reality. You will trust what your heart knows, whether or not it makes sense to your logical mind, or to anyone else's for that matter. This oracle foretells a happy, heartfelt manifestation, a true blessing coming to life. And here's the healing process. Connect consciously with your body in this moment by placing your hand at your heart and feeling yourself breathing. Imagine, visualize, feel, or intend that you have spiritual wings of light that open from the depths of your soul. They wrap around the earth and her creatures with love and light, for protection, for softening or suffering, for comfort, and for creating the hope necessary for a being to keep reaching out for help until they make the right connection with the right source of nourishment at the right time. That connection will activate a healing trip switch which will allow them to break the grip of past pain and enter into a present time aliveness with more happiness and freedom than ever before, just being the goodness of grace and light. Let it nourish you as you give. Perhaps you become aware that as you stretch your spiritual wings to offer more, you spontaneously and naturally receive more, empowering your intention to share with the capacity to do so. The more you want to hold, the more you must grow in your capacity to be spiritually held. Allow beautiful beings of light who are vaster, more powerful, and gentler than you have ever connected with previously to move into your field. They are pure and of light. They hold you as you hold yourself. Your loved ones are planet. Relax in the state of being and holding. Perhaps you begin to feel the blending of the two states until there is no division, just a field of loving holding in which you immerse yourself. Rest here for how long it feels good. When you are ready, ground yourself back in the present moment with movement and hydration. You have completed your healing process. Alright, Cancer, this message is for you. So let's get some runes and charms yourself. We have Thought. We have the Sun Beetle, which you connect to connect with the Sun, connecting with the Beetle, Cancer. We have this magic Raven here. Except the Raven represents magic. The breakthrough happening for you, even though things may be seeming still. This is happening within the self, Cancer. There's communication coming forward as well, and there's strength there. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Like I said, first link in the description down below for personal reading. Also, go to my Etsy shop. Go in there, go buy something. Really appreciate that. And if you want to see more content, don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys.